For now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the 6', 225-pound quarterback, former Missouri Tiger Chase Daniel. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
From the 36, Daniel. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
That's how we do, Dina.
And a look at Seattle's defense.
Tyrann Mathieu's instincts as a defensive back, I believe, are second to none. And that allows him to play all over the secondary. He can line up as an outside corner, inside in the slot, and that's difficult to do because you get so much traffic in there. And then, of course, they can also move him back as a safety. Anywhere you put him, though, you know he's going to end up around the football.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Daniel looks to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Draw. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Daniel. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And here now the offense heading back out there. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. He was brought down by Eric Harris.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go, defense.
They run right side with Hunt.
36.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. That's complete to John Ross. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the counter, Hunt. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 38, Wilson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Okay. 14, buddy. 14.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson dancing to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Mike, 12. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. No.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
Touchdown. You got 2 seconds.
Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
Touchdown, Seattle.
There we go.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They get it to him running left. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. The tackle made by Levi Wallace. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Second down, McKinnon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Daniel now. Completes it to Samuel. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a give, right side. Carson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Carson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Play action. Now Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Daniel on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Daniel. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Daniel going to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Off the play fake, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Off play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Carson. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts squaring off with the Oakland Raiders.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. From the 29, Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Off play action, Wilson. And he's got his target, that's more. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Third and long, it's Wilson. Completes it to Benjamin. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. This is Carson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Michael Bannon, his 2nd sack of the night. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Watch out for Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, we got to get that quick. Whip. Watch the whip. Alert flare. Shoot. 36 power. Under 10.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Wilson rolling to his right, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking, running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Badgley on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you...
Under pressure, and down goes Daniels. Mike Bennett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Daniel. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. A first down throw for Daniel. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Daniel. And he's going to go down again. Michael Bennett. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They go draw play to McKinnon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Seahawks. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Play to win. Let's go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Wilson being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
A give right side now to Hunt. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
42, 42, 42. Hey, alert. Slam. 12. Switch. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Good touch.
They run again with Hunt. Oh, nice move. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down on the scoreboard. 1:36 to go. A field goal won't help. They need a touchdown to send them to the Super Bowl as they've got it 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Got it. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see. Good job right there.
On 1st down, Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Hines.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. You gonna take. You got take. You got take.
Wilson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.